Hey YouTube, today I'm back for the first time ever with a very exciting video. So back in October, the Online Makeup Academy reached out to me and asked me if I'd be interested in completing either a pro hairstyling or makeup course from them. At first, honestly, I was a little like, I don't know, am I really the right person to do this? Because I mean, I can appreciate hair and makeup, but I'm not a cosmetologist. I never went to, beauty school, whatever. It's really like I can appreciate it, but it's not what I do. It's not my career. For me, it's just something I kind of like and do for fun. But I decided to just kind of roll with it and really jump on the opportunity because actually something I've been wanting to do this year is get better at hair. So when they said that a pro hairstyling course was one of my options, I definitely jumped on it. And today I'm bringing you a video about what the Online Makeup Academy is and what I think of it. So, like I mentioned, this is a collaboration video. They did send me the course for free. However, like I said at the very end, I am going to talk about my honest feedback that I have about OMA and about the course itself. But first, let's get into what it actually is. So like I mentioned, it's OMA. It stands for the Online Makeup Academy. It is both an online and in-person school. So you can choose to take makeup and hairstyling classes either online at your own pace, which is great for me because, like I said, I got a day job, honey. Like I work a 9 to 5 and it's not in cosmetology. So I really needed that kind of like on my own pace kind of system. So it's an online at your own pace, again, makeup or hair school, but also they do have a brick and mortar location in New York City. So if you're interested in cosmetology and you can be in New York City, they actually do have a brick and mortar school. So, like I mentioned, I did the online bit just because I'm here in Kansas City. And essentially what it is you get an entire course. For me, it was all about hairstyling because it's also geared toward people who are generally interested in the profession. There's also a lot of lessons about sanitation. There's lessons about relationships with your clients. And yeah, it was very comprehensive. So I will say that some of it I felt like did not necessarily apply to me, but probably because I'm not going into cosmetology. I'm not going into hairstyling. But for the people who are, it was great because it is very comprehensive. It was not just like a whole course of here's how to do hair. It was kind of like everything from beginning, middle to end of how to do hair, but also how to set up like your own business within hairstyling. So like I said, it's all online or you can be in person in New York City, even though I was online. So I would do these lessons where I essentially had to learn how to do a hairstyle and then I would recreate it. And I did it on myself because I would be doing my own hair. So I did my own hairstyle according to whatever lesson I was doing, like French braiding or a fishtail braid or like glamorous Hollywood curls, and I would take pictures of it and then send it in to the school. And within 24 to 48 hours, I and anyone else who takes the course would get video feedback back that really goes through the pictures that I sent in and how I can improve. So I recently got some feedback on a French braid, a Dutch braid, and an updo, and I could tell that the video feedback was very personalized. So the instructor I got assigned to an instructor. She was referring to me by name. She was referring to very specific things within my pictures and telling me what was great and what I could also improve. So it very much so felt like, even though it's all online for me, it very much so felt like a learning experience, and it was pretty awesome. So like I said, you do get your own instructor even when you take the online part of it, and those instructors are employed in the school in New York City. So it's all accredited, and they do know what they're talking about. So like I said, they were able to offer me really quick, personalized and specific feedback. Once I finish, like I'm about halfway through the course, once I finish and once anyone else finishes, you do get a certificate of completion. So you do have a like a memento of I have done these things, I've gone through these lessons, I've learned what I needed to learn to be a cosmetologist, to be a hairstylist, to work in this industry. So you do leave not only with all the knowledge and the skills that you need, but also a certificate of completion. So like I said, even though that's really not my route, it's not really my thing, but I do appreciate it. I love that I've been able to go through this experience because I feel like I'm also just getting better at hair just for myself through that one-on-one feedback and through that one-on-one instruction. So overall, it's a really awesome like online experience. And again, if you are in New York City or if you like could move there, if you're interested, you can attend OMA in person and also get your certificate of completion there. So what I'm gonna do next is just show you a little bit of what their website looks like and how to navigate through it. Okay, so this is the homepage for the Online Makeup Academy. Again, you can do this online or you can do it at the accredited brick-and-mortar school in New York if that's what your path is. But in addition to being able to do this course from anywhere, I also wanted to mention that something else that's pretty cool about it is that there is no minimum age. So even minors, if they so chose to, could complete this course when it's online. So I really love that it's so accessible to anyone. And yeah, it just made for a really great experience. So I'm going to show you around the website a little bit. Something that I really like about the website is that it's clean and easy to use. And to me, that's pretty important, especially because, like I said, I always do appreciate the art of makeup and hairstyling, but you know, this is not my job. I have a 9-to-5. I want something that is easy for me to do, but still informational and educational for me to do. So let's get into the different courses you can take. You know, like it says in my video, I did the hairstyling course. I chose that because I've had a goal of this year to improve my hair game. However, if you're thinking that like, oh, I don't know if hairstyling is really my thing, there were also several different makeup courses. So I did think about taking a makeup course. I just ultimately chose hair because that's what I wanted to improve. So there are different levels of the makeup courses. You can purchase this professional kit, and something that I thought was pretty cool is this elite career path course that has both the level 1 and level 2 makeup courses and the kit together. So it's really like a one-stop shop if that is your path. And then, yeah, I thought this was pretty cool too, the special effects makeup course. So if you're looking into makeup, not for just like your bridal or whatever, like if you're wanting to get into like the entertainment industry, there's also a course designed for those kinds of situations and that kind of like makeup styling that one would do. So like I said, there are so many really cool options that I was able to choose from. It's just that I so happened to go with the hairstyling course. So I'm going to log in just so I can show you really briefly what it looks like on my end. So as you can see, I am almost halfway done, so about 40%. Something that I really enjoy about using this particular course is, if you can see here, I have all these videos. These are my lessons, by the way. So I can start and stop them, pause them, do whatever I need to do in the moment. And I do appreciate, it's so little, but I do appreciate that they have these kind of check marks next to them that show me when I leave and come back what exactly I've done and what I haven't. So there's really no guesswork there. I can pick up exactly where I left off, which for me is important because, you know, like I said, I have a 9-to-5 outside of this thing. So I need the flexibility of being able to do lessons at my own pace, leave it, and then come back later. So that check mark means that I'm finished with that lesson. And also, like I mentioned too, because this is really catered toward people who are wanting to go into cosmetology, they do have a lot of these videos at the beginning about learning about those hot tools, learning about sanitation and safety. And I think that's really important for like a comprehensive understanding of the industry that you're wanting to get into. So as you can see, they are broken up into these modules too. So I just finished, or I did finish the entire module of braids, and there's also a messy bun at the end. I can see that I completed my homework assignment. So like I said, there's really no guesswork here. I love how simple it is to use, but I feel like I am still gaining a lot of really good insight, even for styling my own hair. And then as I scroll down, what this means is that I have started the homework assignment. I have worked on my wavy hairstyle. I've worked on my curls. I do need to practice a little bit more with the fishtail braid, and then I can turn in the assignment. So this here means that I've done a little bit of it, but I'm not quite done with it yet. So like I said, I really love how very clear and easy to use the website is. It really added to my experience and has been adding to my experience with the pro hairstyling course. So very easy to use, but also very informative. Overall, a great website, very easy, very intuitive. And for me, who's learning something in the moment, that really, really matters. Okay, so as you can see from the website, it looks really nice and clean and intuitive. So I'm not a cosmetologist, as I've been saying. I'm also not a tech specialist. So for me, it mattered when I was on their website and taking their course that it felt intuitive and I can navigate it through very easily. So I really liked that things were clear. I liked that I knew how to turn in assignments. So yeah, I just felt like the way that the website is set up for the course is really nicely done. Between the videos that you can start and stop, like the videos are your lessons. I could pause them, I could start and stop them whenever it worked for my life, which was really great because like I said, I do have a 9-to-5 and a whole life outside my YouTube channel. I love that I could do that pretty easily. I also loved that underneath all the videos, there were also like written instructions of what they were saying in the video. So that was really helpful. Also, it was very easy to turn in my assignments, which were just pictures of the hairstyles that I was learning that I did on myself. So again, it was a very intuitive process. They're very clear about directions and how to do things. So there wasn't any guesswork involved. Like there was no point where I was just confused and frustrated about if I was doing something right or not. So yeah, it was a really great, like seamless process to go through the course, to turn things in and to get my feedback back to me. Speaking of that feedback, something else I really liked about it is that, you know, even though for me, this is kind of just a fun thing that I wanted to do so I can improve my own hairstyling, but I liked that the feedback that I got was a video. I was assigned to an instructor. She referred to me by name, and she was very specific in her feedback video about different things in my photos that either looked good or things I could improve on moving forward into the future. So I didn't feel like I had to sit around and wait on my instructor for a long time to get back to me. I felt like I could really just move through the course whenever I was ready, because I knew I would get that feedback back to me pretty quickly, which was important for me. I will say the other thing that I also really liked, and something that made me nervous at first, is that especially toward the beginning of the course, the instructors in the videos talk about the different products that you could use for this and that. At first I was pretty nervous that it would be one of those things where it's like you get recommended these like really high-end products that are pretty inaccessible to a lot of people, but I found that really wasn't the case. I found that in large part, the hair tools I already had could work for a lot of the styles. They could work for a lot of the lessons I was doing. And a lot of the actual hair products themselves were really accessible, like drugstore products. So for example, I went out and purchased Frizz Ease, like John Frieda Frizz Ease at the recommendation during a lesson, and I've been using it. And honestly, I just went to the grocery store and picked it up. Like it really felt accessible and like I could do it and not like I had to go to any kind of specialty store to really start my process with the course. So I really liked, again, the quick, timely feedback, the lessons I could start, stop, pause. They were easy to at least navigate through the website, and all the products were easy to get for like any person. That was really wonderful, and I liked that about the course. The only thing I would recommend, I think, moving forward, or that I would change about the course, is that I think that as someone who is maybe just starting out, or like a non-cosmetologist like myself, something that I think I wish there would have been in the course would be maybe a video or a follow-up to a couple of the lessons about how to fix like common mistakes. Like I imagine for a new kind of up and coming hairstylist or a makeup artist, that sometimes they're going to mess up. So I think that there's a lot of value in being taught lessons about, okay, well, when you mess up with this, here's how you can fix that without starting all over again. or here's a common misconception that people have about doing hair this way or styling it that way. I think that bringing attention to that in some of the lessons would really make this course even better. But like I said, overall, I thought it was a very worthy thing to go through. And I liked it too because, you know, even though I'm not a cosmetologist, I'm pretty settled in my own career path. I really like that I get to take what I learned from the lessons, if nothing else, and apply it to my own life because I'm doing my own hair. So speaking of which, this is actually day 2 hair. This is based off of a lesson I've done recently where I learned some tips and tricks for doing like wavy or like beachy kind of hair. So even though it is November and it is cold, I can still always appreciate a wavy kind of undone, messy look. So yeah, I recently did a lesson where I actually pulled out my curling wand and learned how to do this wavy look that's a little bit undone, a little bit wild, because I have kind of been wanting lately to have a little bit more fun with my hair. So something I'll say too that I like about the lessons is that it teaches you, again, about those good products to use. Like, this is day 2 hair. This is not clean hair. This is day 2 hair at the end of a work day. So this hair has seen some things in the last couple of days. It's, you know, this is not like a fresh style. This is, yeah, a couple of days with just what I learned, and honestly I think it still looks pretty good. So it's a little bit wild, a little bit untamed, but not frizzy, and I think that's what's really important and a good lesson that I learned for my own hair of like how to do that undone fun look without it being a hot mess, and that was really great for me. So again, something I would like to see in OMA in the hairstyling course is how to fix mistakes that are common or like common misconceptions. Besides that, I think it was a really great course. I would definitely recommend it. I'm gonna link their Instagram, I'm gonna link their information, everything down below that you need to get started with either their makeup or their hairstyling courses. Also, definitely drop me some questions and I can answer those for you about my experience or about OMA itself. As always, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. I really enjoyed doing this video. And again, a big thank you to OMA for this opportunity. I was definitely appreciative of it. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna drop their Instagram down below, and don't forget to follow me too at Schoolhouse of Iron. It's always down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.